top 10 places to visit in Australia. Australia is a vast country that is just slightly smaller than the continental United States, so it probably shouldn't be surprising that a country this large would also be home to some of the most unusual destinations and creatures in the world. Among the many iconic sites and landmarks you can visit in Australia are Ayers Rock and the Sydney Opera House. While these spots are very popular with tourists, there are a number of tourist attractions in Australia that aren't as well known but are just as impressive. Before we move on, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Here are 10 best places to visit in Australia. Number 10. Cable Beach, Broome. Cable Beach is located in Broome in Western Australia and is considered by some to be this state's most popular destination. It is a stunning beach, known for its white sands, beautiful sunsets, and the brilliant blue waters of the Indian Ocean. Cable Beach is also famous for its camel rides on the beach. Those who prefer motorized transportation can choose to cross the sands in a four-wheel drive vehicle instead. Number 9. Great Ocean Road. The Great Ocean Road, which is located in Victoria, is considered to be one of the most beautiful drives in Australia. This 243-kilometer, 151-mile drive starts in Torquay, which is located about 100 km, 60 miles from Melbourne, and ends in Allansford. As it travels along Victoria's beautiful southwest coastline, the Great Ocean Road passes by some of the most stunning scenery in Australia, including the 12 Apostles, which are pretty limestone stack formations that rise out of the ocean near Port Campbell National Park. There are also a number of places along the Great Ocean Road where you can spot some of Australia's famous wildlife, including kangaroos, fur seals, and emus. Number 8. Whitsunday Islands. This stunning collection of 74 islands lies in the middle of Australia's Great Barrier Reef, making them a perfect jumping-off spot for travelers looking to explore the amazing and colorful marine life that live in the waters of this area. One of the most beautiful of the Whitsunday Islands is Whitehaven Beach, which boasts blinding white sands. These islands are the perfect choice for travelers seeking a blissful vacation on a lovely tropical island, or for those who enjoy hours of snorkeling and scuba diving. Number 7. Kakadu National Park. Located in Australia's Northern Territory, about 3 hours north of Darwin, Kakadu is the country's largest national park. There is a lot to see in Kakadu National Park, including a large concentration of Aboriginal rock art, some of which are estimated to be up to 20,000 years old. This park is also home to many different species of wildlife, including wallabies, dingoes, and crocodiles. In addition, Kakadu National Park, which is home to 1/3 of Australia's bird species, is a birdwatcher's dream. Number 6. Melbourne's Culture, Victoria. Melbourne, Australia's second-largest city, is a popular stop on many Australian itineraries, especially for culture vultures. Galleries, theaters, restaurants, shops, and its distinctly European feel are the main draws of this sophisticated city on the Yarra River. It's also a green city, with parks, gardens, and open spaces occupying almost 1/3 of its total area. The cultural highlights of Melbourne are many. Gape at the masterpieces at the National Gallery of Victoria, watch a performance at Arts Centre Melbourne, or head to Federation Square. Feel like getting back to nature. Follow the Aboriginal Heritage Walk at the Royal Botanic Gardens. And if sports culture is top of your agenda, catch a game at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. In summer, cricket is the sport of choice. In winter, it's Australian rules football. Number 5. Bondi Beach. Bronzed bodies, blonde sand, backpackers, and surf. Throw it all together, and you get one of the world's most famous beaches. Only 15 minutes by car from Sydney's city centre, Bondi Beach is a great spot for a taste of Sydney's beach culture. Bask on the golden sands, surf the breaks, or take a cool dip on a hot summer's day, but stay between the flags. Away from the shore, you'll find plenty of things to do in Bondi. Take a stroll along the Bondi to Broome Coastal Walk. It begins at the southern end of the beach and follows the coastline for 6 scenic kilometers along sandstone cliffs. And if you work up an appetite, you'll find plenty of cafes and restaurants nearby. You can also hunt for bargains at the Sunday markets or swim some laps in the ocean pool. Bondi also has a wild side. Crowds of tourists and locals gather here to celebrate Christmas and ring in the new year. It's a favorite spot for travelers. A word to the wise: if you're taking a dip at Bondi, make sure you swim between the red and yellow flags. Number 4. Uluru Ayers Rock. One of the world's largest monoliths, Ayers Rock is also one of the top tourist attractions in Australia. Located within the Uluru National Park of the Northern Territory, this large sandstone formation stands more than 340 meters, 1,100 feet high. One of the rock's peculiarities is that it changes colors dramatically at sunset from terracotta to blue, violet, and red. The local Aboriginal tribe, known as Anangu, call the rock Uluru and regard it as a sacred site. Number 3. Great Barrier Reef. One of the top destinations for underwater explorers and scuba divers is the world's largest barrier reef system, famously known as the Great Barrier Reef. Located in the Coral Sea, the Great Barrier Reef encompasses a huge area of more than 2,900 coral reefs and hundreds of islands and cays. The best way to explore the reef is by one of the numerous boat cruises that run along the northern coast of Queensland. The town of Cairns is regarded as the main gateway to the reef, but other towns also offer cruise operations. Number 2. Sydney Harbour Bridge. Along with the Opera House, the Sydney Harbour Bridge is one of Australia's top architectural icons. Affectionately called the coat hanger, this impressive feat of construction is the largest steel arch bridge in the world. It was completed in 1932, 40 years before the Sydney Opera House. One of the top things to do in Sydney is a guided ascent to the top of the bridge, where you can enjoy spectacular views over the harbour and city. Rising 134 meters above the harbour, the bridge spans 500 meters, connecting Sydney's North Shore to the central business district. In addition to the pedestrian path, 2 railway lines extend over the bridge, as well as 8 lanes for road traffic, and the direction of each lane can be switched to accommodate traffic flow. Number 1. Sydney Opera House. Regarded as a 20th century architectural masterpiece, the Sydney Opera House was designed and built by architect Bjorn Utzon to reflect the image of a huge sailing ship. It houses multiple venues that together host more than 1,500 performances each year. Surrounded by the beautiful scenery of the Sydney Harbour and the Royal Botanic Gardens, the famous Opera House in Sydney is one of Australia's most famous landmarks. So guys, this was the list of our top 10 places to visit in Australia. Let us know which place do you want to see in our next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in another video.